Coral reefs are one of nature's most spectacular creations. These underwater marvels are not just beautiful, they are vital to the health of our oceans. Imagine diving beneath the waves and entering a bustling city teeming with life. It's a world where every nook and cranny is alive with activity. Corals come in all shapes and sizes, forming a kaleidoscope of colors. Each coral structure is unique, contributing to the reef's overall beauty and complexity. There are branching corals that look like underwater trees and massive boulder corals that resemble giant brains. These formations provide shelter and food for countless marine species. These reefs are home to a dazzling array of marine life. From the tiniest shrimp to the largest fish, every creature plays a role in this vibrant ecosystem. Fish in every color imaginable dart in and out of the coral branches. Their movements create a mesmerizing dance that is both captivating and essential for the reef's health. Sea turtles glide gracefully through the water while sharks patrol the reef's edge. These larger animals are crucial for maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. Look closely and you might spot a tiny seahorse clinging to a coral branch or an octopus cleverly camouflaged against the reef. These smaller creatures are masters of disguise. The sheer diversity of life on a coral reef is truly awe-inspiring. Each species, no matter how small, contributes to the reef's intricate web of life. From microscopic plankton to giant groupers, these ecosystems support a complex web of life. Every organism, big or small, has a role to play in maintaining the reef's health. Coral reefs are often called the rainforests of the sea because of their incredible biodiversity. They are among the most productive and diverse ecosystems on the planet. They cover less than 1% of the ocean floor but are home to over 25% of all marine species. This makes them incredibly important for the health of our oceans and the planet as a whole. Coral reefs are not just beautiful, they are essential to the health of our planet. These vibrant underwater ecosystems are teeming with life and play a pivotal role in maintaining the balance of marine environments. They play a crucial role in protecting coastlines from erosion, acting as natural barriers that absorb wave energy and reduce the impact of storms and rising sea levels. Providing food and livelihoods for millions of people, coral reefs are indispensable. They support fisheries that are vital for the sustenance of coastal communities. Additionally, they support a thriving tourism industry. Tourists from around the globe visit these underwater paradises, eager to experience their stunning beauty and rich biodiversity. For many coastal communities, coral reefs are their lifeline. They provide not only food but also employment opportunities, fostering economic stability. Fish rely on the reef for food and shelter, finding refuge among the intricate structures of the coral. These fish populations in turn support local fisheries, ensuring a steady supply of seafood for communities. Millions of people around the world depend on coral reefs for their food and income. The economic value of these ecosystems cannot be overstated. Tourism is another industry that benefits greatly from coral reefs. The allure of exploring these underwater worlds draws countless visitors each year. Divers and snorkelers flock to these underwater wonderlands to witness their beauty and biodiversity firsthand, creating unforgettable experiences. This tourism revenue is vital for the economies of many coastal nations, providing funds for infrastructure and community development. Beyond their economic value, coral reefs also play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of our oceans. They are home to a quarter of all marine species, making them biodiversity hotspots. They act as natural filters, improving water quality by trapping sediments and pollutants, which helps to keep the surrounding waters clear and healthy. Protecting sensitive marine habitats, coral reefs are indispensable for the survival of countless marine species. Their preservation is essential for the health of our planet. Sadly, coral reefs around the world are facing a growing threat: coral bleaching. This silent crisis is not just a local issue, but a global one, affecting reefs from the Great Barrier Reef in Australia to the coral gardens of the Caribbean. This phenomenon occurs when the water gets too warm, causing the coral to expel the algae living within their tissues. These algae are crucial for the coral's survival, and without them, the coral cannot sustain itself. These algae, known as zooxanthellae, give the coral its vibrant color and provide it with essential nutrients. They engage in a symbiotic relationship where the algae photosynthesize and produce food for the coral. When the algae are expelled, the coral turns white and becomes vulnerable to disease and death. This loss of color is a clear sign that the coral is under severe stress. Coral bleaching is a direct result of climate change. The increasing temperatures of our oceans are a direct consequence of human activities, such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation. As ocean temperatures rise due to global warming, coral reefs are experiencing more frequent and severe bleaching events. These events are becoming more common and more intense, putting entire reef ecosystems at risk. This is a serious problem, not just for the coral, but for all the creatures that depend on it. Fish, crustaceans, and countless other marine species rely on healthy coral reefs for food, shelter, and breeding grounds. Imagine a city suddenly losing its buildings, parks, and food sources. The impact would be catastrophic, and that's exactly what happens to marine life when coral reefs bleach. That's what coral bleaching does to a reef ecosystem. It strips away the essential structures and resources that marine life depends on, leading to a decline in biodiversity. It disrupts the delicate balance of life and can have devastating consequences for marine biodiversity. The loss of coral reefs would not only affect marine life, but also human communities that rely on them for food, tourism, and coastal protection. The decline of coral reefs has far-reaching implications for our planet. It contributes to climate change, accelerates biodiversity loss, and threatens the livelihoods of millions of people. Coral reefs play a vital role in the ocean's carbon cycle. When coral dies, it releases stored carbon back into the environment, contributing to the greenhouse gases that cause climate change. The loss of coral reefs also has a ripple effect on marine ecosystems. As reefs die, the fish and other marine life that depend on them for food and shelter disappear. This disrupts the food chain and can lead to the collapse of entire ecosystems. For coastal communities that rely on coral reefs for their livelihoods, the consequences of reef decline are dire. Fishing yields plummet, tourism revenue dries up, and coastal protection weakens, leaving communities vulnerable to storms and erosion. Section 5. Turning the tide conservation efforts. Despite the challenges, there is hope for coral reefs. Around the world, scientists, conservationists, and local communities are working tirelessly to protect and restore these invaluable ecosystems. Marine Protected Areas, or MPAs, are being established to safeguard coral reefs from destructive fishing practices and pollution. These protected zones provide a safe haven for marine life to recover and thrive. Education and awareness campaigns are also crucial. By teaching people about the importance of coral reefs and the threats they face, we can inspire action and promote sustainable practices that reduce our impact on these fragile ecosystems. Governments, organizations, and individuals are working together to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the effects of climate change. By addressing the root causes of coral bleaching, we can give reefs a fighting chance to survive. Section 6. Innovative solutions for a brighter future. Alongside traditional conservation methods, innovative techniques are being developed to restore damaged reefs and enhance their resilience to climate change. Coral nurseries are like underwater gardens where coral fragments are grown and then transplanted onto degraded reefs. This helps to rebuild damaged areas and increase coral cover. Scientists are also exploring the potential of supercorals, which are naturally more resistant to warmer temperatures and ocean acidification. By selectively breeding these resilient corals, we can create reefs better equipped to withstand the challenges of a changing climate. Another promising area of research is the development of artificial reef structures. These structures provide a surface for coral to grow on and can help to create new habitats for marine life. Section 7. Restoring our reefs, a global effort. Coral reef restoration is not a task for one nation or organization. It requires a global effort. International collaboration is crucial for sharing knowledge, resources, and best practices. Many countries are now working together to monitor coral reef health, share data, and develop coordinated conservation strategies. This collaborative approach is essential for addressing the transboundary nature of coral reef decline. Financial support from governments, foundations and private donors is also critical for funding research, conservation projects and community-based initiatives. Investing in coral reef conservation is an investment in the health of our planet and the well-being of future generations. Section 8. Hope on the horizon. The challenges facing coral reefs are significant, but we must not lose hope. By working together, we can make a difference and ensure the survival of these invaluable ecosystems. There are already inspiring stories of successful coral reef conservation and restoration projects around the world. In some areas, reefs that were once on the brink of collapse are now showing signs of recovery. These success stories demonstrate that it is possible to turn the tide on coral reef decline. By learning from these successes and continuing to innovate, we can create a brighter future for coral reefs and the countless species that depend on them. Section 9. Our shared responsibility. Coral reefs are a global treasure, and it is our shared responsibility to protect them. Every single one of us can play a role in ensuring their survival. We can reduce our carbon footprint by conserving energy, using public transportation, and making sustainable choices in our daily lives. Even small actions can make a big difference. We can support organizations that are working to protect and restore coral reefs by volunteering our time, donating to their cause, or simply spreading awareness about the importance of coral conservation. The future of coral reefs lies in our hands. By acting now, we can ensure that these underwater wonderlands continue to inspire awe and wonder for generations to come.